Hello, Standard 10. Going to teach biology, chapter 8, the circulatory system, and it is part 5. We have already discussed 4 parts, in which we have discussed in detail about the blood group, and the RH factor. Today, we are going to discuss in detail about the human heart. If anyone asks you, what do you mean about heart? It is an organ. What type of organ? It is the pumping organ of the body. Means pumping station of the body. Its function is to pump the blood, to receive deoxygenated blood from the body and to pump deoxygenated blood to go to the lungs, receives oxygenated blood from the lungs and pump to reach each and every part of the body, this blood. Okay. And first, in heart we have to discuss about the location. What is the location of the heart? It is right in the middle between the two lungs, right at the center between the two lungs, above the diaphragm, in the thoracic cavity or the chest cavity. But you must have heard that our heart is present in the left side. No, the triangular part of the pointed part, the upper part, is facing towards the left, and more powerful contraction is there during walking or doing exercise. So that is felt left side. But the location is right at the center between the lungs and above the diaphragm. Very clear? So what is the location of heart? And function is to pump the blood to reach the blood to the lungs and to the each and every part of the body. So that part is clear. Now, let us see a rough diagram of the human heart. Suppose this is the human heart. It has got 4 chambers. Upper 2 chamber and lower 2 chamber. Okay. Upper 2 chambers are called as auricles. Auricles or atrium. And lower 2 chambers are called as ventricles. Okay. And between this one is the left side and this one is the right side. If I will stand like this, it will go this side. So this is left auricle and this is right auricle. So left and right part is clear, that which part of the heart is left and which part is right. Left and right part of the heart. And what is the size of the human heart? You may close your fist. This is the size of the heart. Closed fist, 12 by 9 centimeter. Okay. And one outer covering is there. Okay. Outer covering is there in our heart. That outer covering is called as pericardium. Pericardium. Outer covering of the heart. And between heart and pericardium, a space is there. In that space, one fluid is present, and the name of that fluid is pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. Location of the pericardial fluid between the heart and the pericardium. Pericardium is the outer covering. Function of pericardial fluid: gives lubrication while the heart is beating and also protects our heart from mechanical injury. Very clear? So this was about the heart. That it has got 4 chambers. Upper 2 chambers are called auricles or atrium and lower 2 chambers are called ventricles. Outer covering is pericardium, and where pericardial fluid is there. And if you are becoming heart specialist, what you will be called? Cardiologist. And a person who does the surgery of heart is called cardiosurgeon. Okay. So cardiologist, the doctor who study about the heart. Now, this middle one between left and right side of the heart, one valve is there, and the name of this valve is septum. Okay. Now, what is the function of septum? Left side is oxygenated blood. In left side of the heart is the oxygenated blood, and right side contain deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood. And this septum does not allow the oxygenated blood to mix with the deoxygenated blood. Left side has got oxygenated and this side deoxygenated. Now a question arises in my mind that if oxygenated blood will mix with the deoxygenated, what will happen? Less amount of energy will be produced, and that extra energy which is used to maintain our body temperature, that can't be there, and we will also become a cold-blooded animal. We are warm-blooded animal. Our body temperature does not depend on the temperature of the environment. We are warm-blooded, except mammals and aves, means birds. All other are cold-blooded animal, and we are warm-blooded animal. This extra energy means oxygenated blood reaches the cell, more amount of energy is produced, and extra energy is used to maintain our body temperature. So very clear about the upper two chambers, lower two chambers, the left chamber and the right chamber. Now, next part. Yes, auricle and ventricle we have understood. Now come to the left part. Here is wall. Okay. You can see the wall of the ventricle are thicker comparing to the wall of the auricle. Why? Give reason. Auricle receives the blood either from the body or from the lungs. But ventricles has to pump the blood. They pump the blood to reach to different part of the body. So ventricles have thick wall. Very important question, give reason question, that ventricles have thicker wall comparing to auricle. Now one more thing, the left ventricle is more thicker comparing to right ventricle. See here, left ventricle contain oxygenated blood. So when oxygenated blood is pumped, it goes to each and every part of the body, from toe to the brain, means against the gravity also it goes. So to tolerate that high pressure during pumping, the left ventricle is more thicker comparing to the right ventricle. Right ventricle pumps the blood to go to the lungs, and lungs is the nearest organ to the heart. So lungs is close to the heart, but as far as other part of the toe and brain is concerned, it is far from the heart. So the valves must have thicker, they have got thicker valve to tolerate that high pressure. So this part is clear. Now blood vessel entering and leaving the heart, means which blood vessel enters the heart and which blood vessel leaves the heart. That part is important. Let us discuss that part. See here, suppose this is the heart, the four chambers are there, and here is the pathway, connecting pathway from the auricle to ventricle, and this one is the left side, left auricle which contains oxygenated blood. Naturally this blood is coming from where? From the lungs, because lung is the organ which oxygenates the blood. Okay, and coming to the right auricle receives blood from the body and it receives deoxygenated blood. Okay, now what is the name of that blood vessel? One blood vessel which enters the right atrium is called as vena cava. Okay, vena cava, and this vena cava you can see is receiving blood from upper part of the body and lower part of the body. Upper part of the body means from head, chest, it is receiving deoxygenated blood, and from downward it is receiving deoxygenated blood from the downward part of the body like toe. So what is the name of that vena cava which is coming from upper part? Anterior vena cava. Anterior vena cava, or it is also called superior vena cava or precaval. Okay, and lower one is called inferior vena cava or posterior vena cava. Very clear. Superior means from head, upper part, deoxygenated. Inferior from leg and other lower part of the body. That part is clear. And the left atrium receives 4. Left atrium, this one, receives 4 pulmonary veins. Here, 4 pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins coming from the lungs. We have got 2 lungs, and from 2 pulmonary veins reaches blood to the left auricle. Now, pulmonary word, vein generally carries deoxygenated blood and artery carries oxygenated blood. But if the word pulmonary is used, pulmonary means lungs, then the function will become opposite. Artery carries oxygenated blood, but the pulmonary artery will carry deoxygenated blood. Vein carry the deoxygenated blood, but pulmonary vein will carry oxygenated blood. So these are the pulmonary vein coming from the lungs. 4 pulmonary vein which are bringing oxygenated blood to the left atrium. Very clear? Now blood vessel leaving the heart. Pulmonary artery arises from the right ventricle. This one is the right ventricle, and from here pulmonary artery. Naturally, if the word pulmonary is used, it will carry deoxygenated blood. Pulmonary artery arises from right ventricle and carries deoxygenated blood to the lungs for oxygenation. To lungs. Very clear. And one blood vessel which arises from left ventricle, that is called as aorta. Okay, arises from left ventricle. This is aorta. Arises from left ventricle and carries oxygenated blood to each and every part of the body. This aorta later on divides into artery. Okay, main blood vessel which is coming out from the heart carrying oxygenated blood divides into artery. Artery divides into arteriole. Arteriole into capillaries, and again after reaching oxygen, these capillaries combine to form venules, vein, and again the deoxygenated blood reaches to the right atrium through the vena cava. Very clear? So today up to this much. In the next video we will discuss the rest part. Thank you very much.